Hi everyone, welcome back to Raw FPL. So in this one, it's the Game Week 21 team selection. First, I'll go over how I did in Game Week 20, and it was a small red arrow, but we're still staying in that 300k. I think we're 299k now. So yeah, it was all right. Some things went bad, some things went okay, which I'll discuss in this video, and also I'll just talk about the plans for Game Week 21. And yeah, there's 3 free transfers. I've got nothing in the bank. So yeah, let's take a look at Game Week 21. If you do like this one, please do drop a like and hit subscribe if you're new. And let's jump into it. So Game Week 20 then, a quick review. And yeah, as I said, it was a small red arrow. I went from about 260k to 299k. So yeah, just about in that top 300k, which, I mean, it's fine. We've still got lots of the season to play. And I've still got quite a lot of chips, quite a lot of transfers to go. So it's an okay position. The transfers was Trent in, who obviously got 0 points and played pretty bad. But he has got that double game week coming up soon. So, I mean, Forest away is not the easiest of fixtures, and I'm not really expecting too much there. Brentford away, that's kind of okay. Ipswich at home is really good, and then they've got that double. So I think Trent, if you've got him, he's an easy hold for now. Obviously, we'll have to wait and see because Bradley is back as well, so it might hinder some of his minutes. And there is sort of speculation about this Real Madrid move, but I don't think he's going to go. So we'll have to wait and see. If there's any kind of rumours that he's, benched or something, then it might be of a concern. But at the moment, I think if you've got him, you just play him and you continue to play him. So he was a bit of a disappointment at the back, 0 points. I also brought in Gordon. So Gordon, he got 7 points. And to be fair, I did consider Mbeumo a little bit, but it was going to be too many transfers to get him in. So I had to just sort of go for Gordon instead. And yeah, he scored. There's a bit of a debate about the goal because obviously it was a handball, or it looked like it hit the hand. For what it's worth, I mean, his hands are down by his side, and he didn't really know anything about it. So yeah, I don't know. I'm happy he got the goal anyway. And yeah, the fixtures coming up are good. Wolves, Bournemouth, Southampton, Fulham. So I think Gordon is still a good buy. And between him and Mbeumo, I don't know. Mbeumo, his fixtures are definitely a bit tougher. If we find Mbeumo. But Gordon, he's just like a good kind of hold for at least the next kind of 4 or 5 fixtures. And Mbeumo, yeah, he's got Man City, Liverpool, Palace, and then Spurs. Which, to be fair, if you've got him, I probably wouldn't be switching to like Gordon, for example, because I wouldn't really waste the transfer. I mean, he's on penalties. We've seen what he can do. Man City at home isn't a bad fixture anymore, really. Liverpool at home obviously isn't ideal, and then Palace and Spurs, he can definitely do something against those oppositions. So, I mean, you've got this nice West Ham, Leicester, Everton run. So, if you've got him, I don't think I'd be selling him, but I probably wouldn't be buying him either. If it was out the two, I probably would go for Gordon. Just because, yeah, the fixtures right in front of him are pretty good. So, yeah, Gordon, he got 7 points. Elsewhere, double... it was the 2 in defence, Gabriel and Hall, they both blanked. Salah, captain, just continuing to do pretty well. Another return. This week, against Forest, I am debating captaining Isak. Obviously, Isak, he got the return again. He looked really good. And he looked really good in the cup as well, midweek. So I am debating captaining Isak, which I'll talk about in the next section. But Wolves at home, such a good fixture as well. So yeah, there's definitely, if you want to go against Salah this week, I think it's pretty good week to do so. Elsewhere, Fernandes, he looks good still. Obviously, he got the red card and then he blanked. And then, yeah, he's obviously scored now. Southampton at home right in front of him. So I think Bruno, he is a good transfer in. He's got Southampton, Brighton, Fulham, Palace, Spurs, Everton, Ipswich. And just pretty good run, really. On penalties. He plays near to 90 minutes pretty much every game as well. So yeah, I think he's a good, especially when he plays in that number 10 role behind the striker. He looks really good. Palmer, just doing what Palmer does. Another return. João Pedro, he's finally come good. 9 points. He got that goal. Whether or not it was a penalty, I don't know, but 2 9 points in a row. There is a chance that he might miss the next game though against Ipswich. So just keep an eye. I'll probably hold your transfers to be fair anyway because there's lots of cup games. So yeah, he's against Ipswich. And to be fair, if he is injured, you'll see in a bit, I've got quite a bit of a benching headache, so it'll make it a bit easier for me. I am actually debating bench boosting if Fabianski and Pedro are fit, which again I'll talk about in the next section. But yeah, I am debating potentially bench boosting, and then Gabriel Jesus, he blanked, which wasn't ideal, but he has got Spurs at home next. So yeah, all in all, not a terrible week. Ahmad on the bench with 9 as well, which is a bit annoying. I seem to be benching so many points this the last few game weeks. I think last game week I benched, who did I bench here? Yeah, I benched Lewis Hall for 12 there. So that's one sort of downside to having a good bench. Again against a bench Lewis Hall there. But yeah, I mean, it's good because I've got quite a bit of flexibility and I can kind of roll transfers. So that is game week 20. As I said, a small red arrow, 63 points, and we're down to 299k. But I've got 3 free transfers, so let's take a look at game week 21. So taking a look at game week 21, just a reminder that the deadline is on Tuesday at 6 p.m, so you've got a bit more time. I'll just hold off the transfers as well because there's quite a few cup games going on. So in goal, we've got Sanchez, Bournemouth at home. As I said, I don't think he's going to get rotated really, but you never know, Maresca. I'd like to think because they lost against Ipswich a few games ago, I'd like to think that Sanchez does keep his place, but we'll see. I mean, there is that slight doubt that he's going to get kind of rotated. So if I was picking you, I think I probably would go for someone like Henderson because Palace's fixtures continue to be really good and they seem to have turned a bit of a corner. But yeah, Sanchez in net. We've then got Alexander-Arnold. Now, I think they play at 8 p.m, so there is a slight chance that we get some team news, which if Alexander-Arnold's benched, then I'll just bench him because at the moment my bench is just so good. I'm tempted to actually play the bench boost, as I said, because at the moment, obviously, if Trent plays, I want to play him. I've then got Mazraoui against Southampton, which is a great fixture, especially if he plays wing back. And if they played like they did against Liverpool, then they could absolutely batter Southampton at home. So I want to play Mazraoui. Same with Lewis Hall. Newcastle have been looking really good against Wolves. You know, he could potentially do really well. So that means I'm having to bench Colwill at home to Bournemouth, which isn't. I mean, that's kind of fine. But the one I don't really want to bench is Gabriel, especially because Tottenham are so bad at defending corners, and Gabriel is such a monster at set pieces. So yeah, I mean, let me know what you do. If Trent, to be honest, if Trent is bench, it makes it so much easier. And if we get news, because I could just do this, I could just bench Trent and play Gabriel just like that. And then obviously, if Trent isn't benched, then it puts me. I don't really know who's a bench because I feel like Tottenham probably will score, but then the set pieces for Arsenal and just how bad Spurs are at defending them, I'm just tempted to play Gabriel. But yes, that's the defence. Salah is currently got the captain armband, but I am really tempted to put it on Isak instead, just because Isak's looks so good and Wolves have been pretty bad recently. And yeah, Salah, Nottingham Forest away. I mean, they've been really good, obviously Forest defensively as well, and yeah, they've just lost to Spurs, haven't they, Liverpool? So yeah, I'm tempted to swap that. So it's probably Isak captain. Wolves at home, which is a really good fixture. And then the double Man United midfield, so Bruno Fernandes and Ahmad. I think both of them are really good options this week. Both of them should start. And yeah, Southampton at home, I just really wanted to target that fixture. So yeah, I think both of them are good transfers in, to be honest. Like I said, the fixtures going forward are pretty good. So either of them, I mean, obviously Ahmad's a good enabler. Bruno's probably where I'd go, just because he's got penalties and you know he's going to play. But if you can't afford him, Ahmad's really good as well. Palmer, go nowhere. Bournemouth at home. Same with Gordon. Wolves at home, obviously just transferred him in. And then, yeah, Jesus. Currently, I've got Jesus playing. But if João Pedro is fit, then, again, it's another really... I don't really know who to bench because Ipswich away for João Pedro. It's a really good fixture. So, yeah, for me personally, it'll probably be way easier if Trent gets benched and we get a leak, and if João Pedro is injured, because then I'll play Gabriel instead of Trent, and then I can just bench João Pedro. If João Pedro and Fabianski come out and they're both fit, then yeah, I'm really debating doing a bench boost. Like I normally save them for a double game week, but when the bench is this strong, yeah, I'm really tempted. But yeah, definitely I'm going to roll. I'm not going to make any transfers just because the bench is so good. And yeah, I'm happy with the team. It's just really who to bench. So let me know in the comments who you think I should bench. Currently, I've obviously got João Pedro and I've got Gabriel. Colwill, I'm not too bothered about playing. But yeah, it's between João Pedro and Gabriel. I just feel like I can't really bench them. But yeah, that is the team. As I said, I'll be rolling it. Just a note on the cup as well. So at the moment, obviously, Newcastle are winning Arsenal. So if it stays like that, Newcastle will blank in 29. And then that's the same with Spurs and Liverpool. So just bear that in mind. Obviously, you need to look at the cup fixtures. But in 29, so it could be, if Arsenal win, so if Arsenal turn, they turn it around and win 3-2 or something, then Arsenal-Chelsea will be off. But yeah, basically, whoever wins the cup, they'll have a blank in this game week 29. So just bear that in mind, and they'll probably double in 33. So yeah, I mean, obviously it's a while away yet, but just something to be aware of. So yeah, I'll leave it the video there anyway. If you did like this one and found it useful, please do drop a like and consider subscribing. Really does help the channel grow. So yeah, I'll leave it there and I'll catch you again after the game week. So best of luck and I'll see you next time.